Hello, YouTube, and welcome to the Katie Talk 101 show. All right, I got some beans boiling, and I got some cornbread in the oven, so I'm gonna get right on into it. I hope you guys are having a great Tuesday. Go ahead and hit that like button when you come through. I'm not gonna make it too long, especially for the people that's coming and watching the playback. All right, so we have a young lady who was a employee at Walmart. So she ended up she observed some things going on inside of Walmart with a young lady and her son. I want you guys to take a look at this. And a big shout out to the young lady. She stood up and she did what was right. I gotta say, shout out to her. Okay, so I'm gonna push play so you guys can.
Come on, man. Oh, baby. Cold. I'm cold.
Yeah, that's what I was more concerned.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't never in your life do that, baby. Don't give a damn. We run out there and go to that stove that you gotta stop and put something on. Hello. Okay.
How old is you?
Okay, so from that little clip you seen, there was a older lady. She was in one of the little push carts, and she was helping her, like, well, she was doing it herself, but you know, the lady in the little cart, she was putting the clothes on the girl's son. So this how the story started. The young lady observed the other lady with her son, and keep in mind they're in somewhere in Mississippi. It's cold everywhere. Okay, it's even pretty chilly out here in Vegas right now. But down in Mississippi, they say that the weather was around like in the 20s, like I think they said 24 degrees. And she just brought the boy into the store, and they say all the little boy had on was a diaper. So somebody ended up offering to even buy him clothes. So I think this was before the incident or either after the incident. I think this was after the incident ended up happening. And here's the other part of the situation. It looked like it didn't go.
Come on, man. He came in here without that jacket on. Yeah, he did. That baby just had a pimple on.
That's what I was more concerned.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't never in your life do that, baby. He came in here without that jacket. Give a damn. We run out there and go to that stove that you gotta stop and put something on.
Hold on, let me go back to the other part. Okay, this where it all started at right here. Yeah, so the little boy, he didn't have on any clothes. And she had on her boots.
I can't. Yeah, don't do that. Somebody call police.
What's wrong with you?
Somebody call police on her. Get out that man. Get out that man's face, please.
You're crazy.
What the hell? Somebody call police on her.
That's crazy. You got your child in there. It's 20-some degrees outside. You bring them in the store with no clothes on, but you have on a sweater, you have on boots, and you're fully dressed with a bonnet on. And he's just sitting there cold. And you have people trying to bring correction to the situation, and they trying to say something to you about how your child looking. And it's like out of concern that it's so cold outside, this little child can get really sick from being exposed to this cold weather. Man, it's sad you can't give people correction.
He's already called 2 times. I keep paying. So once you got hot water, fire extinguisher.
But when you come in the store fully dressed,
Okay, so you know the young lady who's recording who worked at the store, she said someone needs to call the police on her. So what this young lady just said is that the DHS already been called on me before. She said as long as you got hot water, a fire extinguisher, and a little bit of food in your house, they can't do anything to her. So, she's been checked by DHS, but I mean the first question came in my mind is where are the children fathers at?
Your baby's not.
Right now. I'm going to call the cops right now. How many kids do you got?
I got one.
Oh, okay. So the next one. What you doing? I'm sorry,
She just sad. That's just sad.
Mm-mm-mm. It really is sad. It really is sad that we're living in a time of day where you see a child in distress and in a very terrible situation, cold outside, no clothes on, and you say something to the mother. He even offered to buy the child some clothes, and she was just talking to him just crazy. And then you see a lady that's in a like a little a wheelchair cart for the handicapped people to like walk around the store, and you see her putting the clothes on the baby. I'm like, why couldn't she put the clothes on the baby? It looked like somebody had ended up buying the little boy some clothes, and then she was just over here throwing cold food on top of the little baby right here. Take a look at this.
Yeah, he need obviously.
That baby just had a pamper on.
That's all he got on.
He's sitting there shaking down.
I can't.
I am.
Cold food on his child.
Yeah, don't do that. I call police.
You see how she just threw the cold food on him, and the little boy is just sitting there just cold. Man, and like where is the little boy daddy at? Because obviously this woman do not care about this child. That's why it's so important that if a guy sit up and he busting a girl and he knows she gonna have a baby, at least try to keep some kind of close relationship with the girl family. This guy that probably got this girl pregnant know darn well that this girl probably has a mental problem slash a possibly drug habit. I don't know. I don't like to put drug habits on people, but it looked like something is wrong with this young lady. And I feel like if you had a baby by a girl like this, you need to try to stay in your child life. But what happens? You have two people that sleep together that don't love each other, but she decides to have a baby, and the guy just say "F that kid," and you left with situations like this. A mother who really don't care for her child. And then when they said something about calling the police, calling CPS, she like, call them. As long as I got a fire extinguisher, a little food in the refrigerator, and running hot water, they can't do nothing. Like, this girl really don't care. So she has slid through the system a few times. And you know what? This story just came out, late last night or whatever. The young lady who blasted it on when she ended up recording, she had ended up losing a job at Walmart or whatever. But I would not be surprised if you hear a backstory coming out about this girl probably possibly having a drug problem, mental problem. Hopefully the child father steps up. This is enough evidence for you to get custody. I'm seeing a whole lot more single fathers out here too. So I ended up cutting two little girls' hair. Their father just got custody some months ago. I'm seeing more single fathers out here. So, even though you probably did have a baby by a girl, you didn't care about it. At least try to love the seed that came out of you enough to remove your child from a situation like this when you're dealing with a mother who don't care. Obviously, she don't care about her mental state. I believe she probably has some kind of mental problem or a drug problem. There's something going on with this young lady because this isn't natural. And speaking of parents, all right, I'm going to switch off into the other story. But I hope everything goes well with that baby. And I hope DHS really does intervene and do what they need to do. Because that girl, she don't seem like she care about that baby. What's up with your bougie Barbie? What's up? And welcome to the chat. Okay, I'm gonna get off into this second little story, and I gotta go check on the food. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and show this So who is this? This is Mr. Hitman, the Stevie J himself. So Stevie J is out here with his shenanigans. Like like Jocelyn used to say, you always on your shenanigans, Stevie. Okay, so it looked like Stevie is still up to his old hitman type of stuff. It looked like he over here skidding and skedaddling, and he's coming. What they call it, come and go. He on his come and go type of stuff because it looked like Stevie J ended up. This lady blasted him, and she ended up saying that Stevie J allegedly got her pregnant and then ghosted her. So it's saying, by the way, y'all, Hitman Stevie J1, he was the creep who got me preggo on purpose. Like literally make sure that I got pregnant just to ghost me. And let's see, I'm trying to stroll through here so I can read the rest. Okay, so this is one of the things that she ended up posting. She said, did you think he was playing a character on all them shows? That's what somebody commented. So they're like, did you think Stevie J was playing a character? Anybody that's seen, I don't know if she just real young and she didn't see Love and Hip Hop back in the day when Mimi and Stevie was on there, and Stevie had made Jocelyn.
How many talk about the defendant Williams being true?
So yeah, Stevie, he ended up getting Mimi prego, and I mean not Mimi, but he ended up getting Jocelyn pregnant. Mimi already had the baby by him, but he ended up making her go to the clinic, and he was just an all-around womanizer. And I'm thinking, you didn't see this? You didn't see this coming? I don't know. She looks like she's pretty young. And let me see what else. It was a lot of stuff she said. For some reason, it's not pulling up. But basically, just saying when she ended up messaging him and saying, "Hey, I'm pregnant," and he was like, "Oh, really?" And like she said, after she told him that she pregnant, she have not seen him again. But we just got to be a little more wiser to who we give our womb to. You got to be a little more wiser. And I know Stevie, he seems like he could be very manipulative. He's a manipulative man. Look how he used to do Jocelyn on how he used to do Jocelyn. This what was kind of crazy when it comes to the Jocelyn situation. Cause he did Jocelyn really crazy on that show, and then I remember some years later, Jocelyn ended up linking up with Zeus and getting a Jocelyn's Cabaret, and she was on there treating those women just as worse as Stevie did her. She was beating up them women and just treating them like they were just garbage on the side of the street. But well, I don't know if this girl ended up having this baby, or I don't know if she decided to go to the clinic like he made Jocelyn do. But I hope the situation works out for her. Maybe this is a lesson learned. Everything that look good ain't good, and just because he probably got good beefcake, don't fall for it. And girl, what? I know what is done, but you just got to be careful who you just let go into your raw. You got to be careful about if using protection. Just be careful all the way around. But Stevie J ain't never gonna change. That man is in his 50s. He been doing the same thing. Stevie been doing the same thing. That man have not changed. And this is a when it comes to Stevie J, I think this is a perfect case of, if you guys seen Love and Hip Hop, Stevie J was raised by but he was raised by his father. His mother passed away when he was a little child, so he never got to know his mother. And when people talk about you not having a certain parent in your life, I really believe because Stevie never probably had that woman figure in his life. His dad raised him. His dad never got married or whatever. I don't know what type of dad he had. I don't know if he probably grew up seeing his dad being a womanizer. But I really do think a lot of the ways that Stevie deal with women, has something to do with the fact that he didn't have a woman in his life. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comment section. But I do know, all the time we hear when a woman was not raised by a father, she usually don't have a lot of respect for men and things like that. So it's probably something to that. The fact that Stevie J didn't have a mother in his life, I think kind of reflects on the lack of respect that he has for a woman, because he probably just never really had that good woman figure in his life. Bless his heart, but it's still no excuse. You still make the choices to do what you want to do. But what do you guys think? I want you guys to drop down in the comment section. I didn't try to run this video too long. It's pretty short, but I'm most definitely coming back this afternoon with another one. So go ahead and hit that notification bell, and I will be back. Signing out, Katie Talk 101. Shout out to the chat and my new subscribers.